What's up, my folks? Little Clubber looking like he's got his little bow tie on. Let's talk about collars. I hope everyone's doing good. I've been getting a lot of shit done as much as I can, and I went through the messages or whatever, and a lot of questions about where I get collars from. Right now, I'm going to talk about your regular chain out collar. I'm using the Bulldog Supply Company collar. Seemed like a pretty good collar. It's got a good buckle on a good strong buckle. Good nice ply. It's pretty thick. So I mean, it really a nice double stitched around the edges. Pretty decent little collar. You get 2 for $40. He's got a great service going on. I mean, he'll get them right there to you. I mean, they don't take him long at all, and so far they've been pretty good. Like I said, I like the buckles because I'm using the clips, and I want to thank the boy in California, the fella that sent me a couple of them clips. I appreciate it. I actually just ordered 4 more of them this morning because I'm in the middle of building a bunch of chain outs. Now, as far as the puppy collars, they're just a little hardware store. That's all I use. But honestly, the hardware store collars that you get, the 2-inch wide ones, you're better off buying 2 of these little double ply collars and putting them on one dog, you know what I'm saying, than one of the cheap 2-inch wide collars. I'll guarantee you that. I've been in a pinch before, get a new dog and can't get a collar real quick, and always I'll just use 2 of the buckle type collars instead of 1 for a short term, until you can get your collars in. But Bulldog Supply Company, that's the name of the company I've been using. Now, I have several other collars. I get them given to me and whatnot, and they're nice collars. But for someone running a yard, the Bulldog Supply Company, he seems to have a good little program going on. That little crazy bitch. I just let her out to raise hell. She's starting to come in heat. And raise hell she does. Good Lord, that was brand new fresh water. You can't keep a bucket. You got a concrete bucket painted with this bitch. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of work, guys, and I've had a lot of questions about the hunting land. Yes, I'm still doing it. That's why I'm trying to get everything done that I can. So when time comes, I can spend a lot of time out there. Now, there was a lot of questions about it. I have 5 pledges so far. Won't be able to do anything till after June 1st. If it all goes well after June 1st and I have enough pledges and everyone comes through, we'll be able to get the property. A lot of questions like how much land is it? It'll be 1,080 acres total of hunting land. There's been a lot of questions like this. Look, the camp, you can't join and just live there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how nice we make the camp. It's a hunting camp. It's not a place a residence. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, everyone would join a fine hunting club, a prestige club, and live there. No, I mean, but it's okay if you want to put a camp out and stay a couple weeks at a time, that'll be fine. But no, you can't move a Winnebago in it and that be your residence. That's what every landowner in the world's scared of. That's like squatting. But but like I said, I got 5 pledges filled, and then with me and Jeffro, that's 2 more. So I really just need 3 more pledges that are serious, and then we'll be good. We'll have and every member in it will be a dog man. They're all good dog men. Here you go, Isaac. I'm gonna let you see. You hadn't got to see him lately. What's he doing, Chopper? He's earned his chain spot now. He's got his little chain spot. Now this is all on fresh ground here on this hill. When you guys are putting chain outs on fresh ground, I like to do it with the stake in the ground, not on an axle or anything. And you're gonna have to spend a lot of time with a rake, okay? Raking out these spots. I've been clearing this land by hand. When I clear land to put a dog in, I take it down to the dirt. Rake everything up. you know, and get it all right. But I like the and don't put them on too big a chain where they can't pull it tight. See how tight he can pull that chain? That way, if he gets hung up on something, he can pop it right loose. I think this one's about 9 foot long or some shit like that. And then I weld it to the pipe with a swivel, and then you know, of course, I'm using the collar, the clips. And if you use this, like, weld it. Just put a little bead on it and weld it. Any C-clamps, any of the cold shuts, weld them shut. You know what I mean? Then you shouldn't have no problems with a good collar, which he'll get a new collar when he gets a few more months old. I'm going to let him rag this older one out because a puppy usually destroys them pretty quick. But yeah, make sure you bury them because they're just gonna fuck them up. I mean, they'll get them hung up. See, especially on new ground, like where little trees are, you know, I just bury them once you're doing pretty. But, you know, that'll save you a lot of time going out there and your dog wadded up in a damn big-ass tight, you know, wad next to an axle. As far as the chain ounce, you know, what size, man, I've had to buy this cheaper chain, and this shit wears out fast. You know, these are old. I hadn't welded the cold shuts on this one yet, but, you know, you want to use a chain, like I say, that the dog can pull real tight and taut, and not where he has a trouble with it, where it's like nothing to him. But yeah, you want to do it where he's, that way in case he gets pulled out, he can just snatch that sucker loose. They learn to just jump straight up, actually. But bury the chains. And when you get on this ground too, you might get a dog like him that'll pull up on roots. You got to be careful because he got on some petrified wood that I didn't know was in there the other day. And when I was clearing all this, I really tried to get all the big stuff. Now the red root, like what she's snatching on now, that's a red root. That's a real soft pine root. I think that's a red root anyway. But it's not that bad. But you really, I try to come in every couple hours when I'm out here and rake any root up and clip them so they don't have that shit to chew on and tangle themselves up. But you know, that's just a little tip on that. But as far as them, you know, if you can get the hardened chain, it's going to last longer. This new shit, it just burns out real fast. It doesn't. The links will wear out real quick on them. What you doing, girl? But if you got a nice open spot, you know, you can run it with a thing like that. But I'll eventually be redoing these and welding them to the pole and burying them. What's the matter? You mad at him? Y'all mad at each other now? But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm to the point now where I got to bring some equipment in and start moving shit. I've done everything I can with hand, and I'd like to get this bull pine out of here. Some of these pines out too. So that's what I've been doing, guys. I've been really busy. I got a lot of dogs that's coming out, and it's going to be ready to go on chains. Right now, my pups are a little bit small to go on chains, but I've already made their spot, and the next plan is to go this way. I'm going to push. Probably going to rent a tractor maybe next weekend and start cleaning up and going this way with everything. That way I can just go in, fall in with my kennels. But it'll be pretty nice when it's done. And they'll damn sure have a nice view. But it's just a lot of work getting it there. You know how that goes. As far as puppies go, people are asking about puppies. Yeah, I'm having puppies. I wouldn't be doing all this if we wasn't going to be having no puppies. We got breedings done now. We got a lot of great breedings done. I've been breeding some of the finest dogs in the country. But, you know, as far as if you want a puppy, you got to get on the list. There's I think 4 people on the list right now that I've talked to. I've actually got a lot of people inquiring that I've sent numbers to. Y'all can call me or whatever. But like I say, there is what it is. Question about when you need to separate the puppies. When you got to watch them. Sometimes you can pair them up like I did these two. And they'll be fine, but him and Clubber will scrap like grown dogs. You know what I'm saying? And these two are getting to the age where they're starting to bust each other up when they're playing. I mean, they're not trying to hurt each other, but they're busting each other up. So, you know, when they start knocking skin and really getting angry with each other, you need to separate them. You know, some dogs do that a little earlier than others. You know, if they do, you want to definitely separate them. You don't want them jumping on another puppy. You know what I'm saying? It'll mess the puppy up in the head, you know. So it's sometimes you have to get you some crates going and all. But like I say, make sure y'all wire them crates shut. But yeah, all my dogs will be off this side. All this will be fruit trees next year. That's the plan anyway. I'm gonna knock that mimosa out and clean this up, and this will be another line of fruit trees through here. Clean it up with the tractor and put peaches in here. I had to make sure I could grow peaches first. But yeah, here's that little brindle bitch. I had a lot of people asking about her too. What's going on with her? Shit, she's a little jip now, man. She's an awesome puppy. I don't know what was wrong with her. She's a sweetheart. She's a little hyper and rambunctious and shit. She's a little buster puppy, but she's never been ugly to nobody. Not to me and my family or anybody that's messed with her. She's just a sweetheart. And I've had quite a few people come and spend time here and see her and play with her and shit, and she's just been an angel to them. I don't think she's got any human aggressive traits at all. She'll get down with a little puppy if they get her mad, but I had her in there playing. I've been having her inside, taking her inside, her and Clover, and let them play. Occasionally they'll get rough. Clover's just, because he's got that mouth. Once in a while, like I said, about one litter, I'll get off a buster. He'll throw a real freaky. And Clover's that little freaky on this litter. He's really, when he's playing, he's even hurting them. So that turns them and makes them get aggressive. But other than that, they don't just, they're not super crazy or nothing. They're just little puppies, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've kept her a while. I've kept her long enough to thoroughly check her out and see how she acts. And I wouldn't mind selling her to a good person. She's a good dog. There ain't nothing wrong with that dog whatsoever. She's built like a tank. Come on, sit down. Sit down and let them see you. She built nice. Pretty pup. Beautiful color. She's gonna look like this bitch here. She's getting moved tomorrow. She'll go back there. What you doing, girl? Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. What you doing? But anyway, guys, yeah, we're still doing good. Everything's going good, and I'm still trucking. I got a lot of embers in the fire, getting a lot done. Place looks like a doghouse factory, and I'm trying to get all my houses built and get things moved and get things done before the summer gets here and go on to different things. You know what I mean? But everything's good, and I've had a lot of questions on that. We all good, everything good. Yeah, Mama T's okay. She's been down now. Thanks for the prayers. She's definitely stage 4 now, so it's been tough, but I do appreciate the prayers, and I think they're helping. She's at a point where she's up and going, so that's a blessing. So okay, folks, I was just checking in with y'all. I hope everyone's doing good. If y'all got any questions, I'll try to get back with you as soon as possible, like I said. And you guys that I sent my number to, that's what it's for. It's sometimes you got to call me 3 or 4 times and all that, but I'll eventually get with you. Y'all take care, and y'all keep on bulldogging.